Yo, y'all, I just had this dream. Let me tell you about it, right? It's days like this that make me just want to stay in bed all day and nap. So right now it is 12 o'clock, I think. I'm headed to the Summit Salon Academy here in Anderson to film a graduation, and then afterwards I have a marketing Atang.
Every person graduating from this class has jumped to another level. This has been one of the most accomplished classes in our history.
You should start a vlog.
About what?
Your life. I feel like everybody has a story to share. Don't you? Like, your life is not the same as mine.
Definitely.
And you have stories that probably would dominate my stories.
I could say the same about you.
No.
You've been on this earth longer than I have been.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So,
That's true. That's true.
I mean, quantity doesn't mean that it would be
Ooh, that's good.
more, but
You're preaching. Preaching. You're like, I do this. This is what I do. It's all about quality.
who do you
Quality
share
of the life lived. That's what I'm saying. You might have better stories than I do. Sam and I are just getting deep over here about life. All philosophical and stuff. All right, so 1 o'clock, I think Courtney and I are gonna go get lunch, and then we have a marketing meeting afterwards. So that is that. Looks like it stopped raining too, by the way. Nope, it did not.
It's
Sprinkling. It's calmed down from the morning.
from the hellfire that was going on outside.
Yeah, for sure. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Yes.
Every day but Saturday. So, yeah.
What's plans for lunch?
I feel pukey. I'm probably sick
Miss
from my
T.
cheesecake you bought me.
What?
You're an angel.
Stop. Go.
Yes.
Hey, we are. So I've been thinking about starting this new segment called Ask Atang Anything. This segment is just a way for me to engage with you more. I haven't decided whether I want to do it once a week or every day. What do y'all think? Let me shake my audience, by the way. Okay, got it. Okay, well, there's nothing to it but just me literally reading the questions from.
Twice a week is also an option.
Okay, twice a week?
Yeah.
Let's start with twice a week.
That's pretty good.
All right, so I'm just gonna open up my inbox because I had people test this out and send me some questions. Let's start with, all right, so today's questions come from the awesome women at Summit Salon Academy, up and coming stylists, so you should follow every single one of them. Okay, let's jump into it. What would you do if you woke up tomorrow and it was 13 years in the past and you were your younger self but still had your current memories and experiences? We're about to get deep.
That was a good question.
It's such an awesome question. It is a good question. I just have to feature who asked me. Yes. So if I was 18 years old,
which was 13 years ago, I would have told myself to take a lot more risks. At the time, I was like really focused on just playing basketball and all that jazz, and wasn't really focused on anything else. Like I lived in the gym, and I would have told myself now that I need to go out and, you know, experience more jobs, experience more people, travel more, and still maintain the work ethic I had, I feel like. But I feel if I would have left my comfort zone and gone out and explored the world more, I would have propelled myself 13 years ahead of the game at 18 years old. Thank you for the question, Airbnb. Second question comes from Jackie, who is a student here as well. She asks, what or who is the most inspirational person, place, or thing to you? So she asked me this question. This is kind of a cheating question because she asked me this earlier and I answered her, but I'll answer it again because I think it's a great opportunity to. So who I told her was Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary Vaynerchuk, he's a serial entrepreneur. He's based out of New York. He started his career off with a company called Wine Library, his parents' company, and then he went on to starting a media agency where he works with where he works with Fortune 500 companies and helps them with digital marketing. He, to me, is the epitome of a great businessman and a great human being. I follow him, obviously, digitally, and I've met him one time, but he has inspired me to not only want to be a better person, but also to strategically think on how I could use current technology to influence other people in a positive way. And I'm going to add another answer to that question. It's going to be my parents. Knowing that they came from another country, Cameroon, which is in West Africa, and they literally started from scratch here in America to them both owning their own companies. My mom owns a hair salon company in Houston, Texas. My dad owns a tile and granite company back in Houston. Both entrepreneurs, both hustled their way up to the place they are right now. I think that literally is the sum of why I feel like they are the most inspirational people to me as well. Yo, this could be big. This might be something that people like really get into.
It'd be fun.
I don't know.
And then you could like feature people. You
Yeah,
could have, like,
that'd be dope. Like I don't, you know why I feel.
to answer questions.
Yeah, you know why I feel like this better because I was trying to be like that social media guy and like be like I know everything about social media, but this is more authentic. Like this is more me. I don't have to be an expert.
That's my biggest thing with like social media is maintaining authenticity.
Yeah.
I think that is the biggest thing for me, and like the biggest issue I have with selling retail.
Right.
And marketing myself.
Yeah.
Is I want to remain authentic, and I don't know how to do so over a screen because
Literally.
there's nothing more Katie than Katie.
Yeah.
I can't express other than if I were to talk about how much I love doing what I do.
Yeah.
If I'm passionate about it, then I can be authentic and put my words into it. But if it's like, come here because we're having a sale, a deal.
I know, it's kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
Especially your
biggest
friends
thing.
and family.
So this is gonna sound crazy, and I'm not just saying it because I'm doing it, but I think everybody needs a vlog.
Vlog?
Yeah, I
Vlogging
do.
does create authenticity.
I mean, it's you.
It is, yeah.
And if you're like literally, so Gary, the guy I was talking about, who's inspirational to me, he talks about this thing called document, don't create.
Why are you recording right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say this is perfect footage. Okay, go ahead.
He talks about this thing called document, don't create, right?
Okay.
So a lot of people are trying to think of what's the most creative thing I can find in that day and like make it happen. But I'm not that much of a creative person at all. Like literally, I need to like sit for hours and think of something creative, and sometimes I still suck, right?
Yeah.
Versus like what I do with my vlogs is I literally wake up in the morning. I'm like, all right, it's 9:00 a.m. I'm getting ready to head to the academy.
Yeah.
Boom! I just record like everything that catches my eye and put music over it, but nothing
Yeah.
creative around that, right? Someone like you might be a good storyteller, and you might be like, you might wake up in the morning and be like, yo, y'all, I just had this dream. Let me tell you about it, right?
I am the world's best storyteller.
I'm just saying, like, and you might be real good at like, that might be your thing, right? And I think people just gonna flock to it who are interested in it. So, do you have any? This one's from Ashley Brooke.
Probably.
Ashley,
this is your question. Do you have any nicknames? What is the story behind it? So I actually don't have a nickname. I was given a nickname back in junior high, and it's actually an embarrassing story. So I'm when I was younger, my cousin and I were left at home with one of our other cousins, but we decided to take a shower together. And mind you, I'm like, how old are you in 5th grade?
I don't know. Shoot, I don't even know how old I am now.
So I'm like 11, 12 years old, and he's like literally 3-4 years younger than me, right? So it's not weird at that time. Like, it's like, whatever, we could take a shower together. And him and I both, yeah, just make sure this is for real. So him and I, we love to dance, we love whatever, we love watching TV, and for whatever reason, we decided to have this dance off, and my aunt's shower, his mom's bathroom was huge, and so we turned on the radio, we put on some Michael Jackson, or James Brown, one of the two.
Wait, you had a dance off in the shower?
It was in the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
So like, sorry, did I say shower? It was in the bathroom.
You lost your
It was in the bathroom, which is all tile floor.
Right.
And there was the bathtub and there's a shower. And on the bathroom floor, we decided to have like this, it wasn't a dance off, it was like a slip and slide contest. Who could slide the most? So we put soap on the floor with water. We're butt ass naked. And so we just started sliding. Michael Jackson, right? And all of a sudden I decided to go super hard, and I just go boom, and I land face first.
Ouch, you're hurting me.
And like all I felt was the impact, but I didn't know anything was missing until like I like looked at my cousin and I was like, damn, that was fun. And he was like, Joe, oh my God. And he's like real emotional, right? So he just started freaking out. He started freaking out. And so I look in the mirror and I'm like, damn, like both of my teeth are like literally gone. So anyways, I get rushed to the ER, I think, and they couldn't do anything to me at the time because I had to go see a dentist, and I had school the next day, I think. So for weeks I was just going to school with like 2 chipped, and all of a sudden I remember one guy, I can't remember his name, he was like started screaming in class. He was like, dentures, dentures, dentures.
That's horrible. That's traumatizing.
Me being naive, had no idea what dentures meant at the time.
Oh, so it's not as
And so like the entire class started going, dentures, dentures. And I'm thinking I'm cool because I'm like, everybody's chanting, you know. I watch basketball, right? So I'm like, if the crowd's chanting, that's a good thing, right? Which is not the case because sometimes they'll boo, right? But anyways, they were chanting, and I was like, dentures, dentures. And I went home, and I was telling my sister the story, and she was like, Joe, and she's 2 years younger than me. She's like, Joe, dentures is not a good thing. Like that means like a false set of teeth. And so like that's a story that always like stuck with me forever. That was the only nickname I could remember having. I'm sure there's been plenty of nicknames, but that one stands to be the one that won't leave my heart. All right, so that's it for AAA. If you like that, let me know in the comment section. If you have questions, submit them in the comment section below, or find me on Instagram, send me a direct message, or find me on Twitter at Joe Atang, all social medias. If you made it this far, I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. If you said that was cool, if you thought something was funny, if you thought something was interesting, if you just enjoyed my flow, please, please, please leave a like, leave a comment. If you have nothing specific to say and you have a second to spare, just ask me anything. I'll respond. I want to make this as interactive and as fun as possible. So don't be shy, don't be a lurker. Every like and comment helps get this video promoted. And so do that for your boy. If you're intrigued or thought any of my content was interesting, make sure you subscribe. I'll leave the link or a button somewhere here for you to make that happen, but I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time. Let's keep creating opportunities one day at a time. Atang out.